Well, this is a great event today when we're able to recognize students, and especially for an accomplishment like this when you won a national championship. We have an individual today that I would like to introduce to you. A few of you might know this gentleman, but I have a feeling that many of you do not know him. I want Dr. Ray Worsham. He started the Bass Club. This is when fishing really started, and I refer to him as the father of fishing here at Stephen F. Austin, back when he started the Bass Club. So we're extremely proud of Dr. Worsham. We thought it would be special, since he's the one that started that first fishing club, to be here today to see National Championship rings presented. So congratulations, Dr. Worsham, and we're so delighted that you're here with us today.
You know, fishing, like I mentioned before, has been very important in this part of the state. And in 2005, ESPN really recognized the growing popularity of collegiate bass fishing, and they really goosed the sport forward when they created a championship for college bass fishermen. Now, I get tongue-tied on this, but they called it the College Smashmouth Bass Championship, and it was first held in 2005, the tournament in Arkansas. Now, that event is what is known now as the Mercury College Bass National Championship. So I don't want you to get confused that both of those tournaments are sort of the same, but this tournament started as the Smashmouth Bass Championship. Now, the inaugural event was held in Arkansas, like I mentioned, in October of 2005, and SFA was represented in that tournament by Jonathan Gary and Casey Sobzak. As I mentioned earlier, Casey was able to join us today. Now, the SFA team competed with teams from the University of Illinois, from Purdue, University of Iowa, Texas A&M, and the University of Kentucky, all of them battling for the top prize. Now, the word that I had, and Casey would have to verify this, but it was just minutes before the end of the final round of competition, they pulled in a 6-pound, 6-ounce bass, and that put them over the top, and they beat the University of Illinois in '05 to claim the first ever national championship. So, Casey, for the foundation that you and Jonathan helped lay for those who came after you, and to say thank you and present you with a belated token of recognition for what you have done to put SFA fishing on the map, I would like for you to step forward, and Dr. Patillo, if you would present Casey with a championship ring in honor of his groundbreaking achievement. Now, Dr. Worsham was the advisor of the Bass Club when Casey and Jonathan fished. But I'll have to say, after Dr. Worsham's retirement, we didn't lose any traction with our advisor. At that time, Janice Casper took over as advisor of the Bass Club. It took her a few years, Dr. Worsham, but she ended up getting one too. In early July of last summer, 7 years after Jonathan and Casey claimed their championship, Andrew Worsham and Ryan Watkins represented the SFA Bass Club in the Mercury College Bass National Championship Tournament, again in Arkansas. I have a day-by-day blow here. Day 1, Virginia Tech took the early lead with a total weight of 15 pounds and 9 ounces. And that left them with almost a 4-pound lead over the second place team of Texas A&M, represented by Wesley Brown and Andy Schaefer, who had 11 pounds and 10 ounces. Now, Andrew and Ryan were in third place with a total weight of 11.2. Rounding out the top 5 was the University of Georgia and North Carolina State. We move into day 2. In day 2, the top 4 teams from the first day shifted positions slightly, but all of them stayed in the top 4. Virginia Tech maintained its lead, but Ryan and Andrew moved into second place with a 2-day total of 20 pounds, 14 ounces. Auburn made the biggest move by moving from 8th place into the coveted number 5 spot, joining Georgia and Texas A&M in the top 5. And it was important to be in the top 5 because in the third day, only 5 teams participated. And all 5 teams started with a clean slate. So in day 3, it was Virginia Tech, SFA, Texas A&M, Georgia, and Auburn. Now, with about 90 minutes left in the final round, Andrew and Ryan had their 5 bass limit, but it weighed about 13 pounds. Now, they didn't think that was going to be enough to win the tournament, so they took a chance. They decided to move to the deepest area of Beaver Fork Lake where that round was being held, and 80 minutes later, they had been able to cull 3 bass and get their weight up from 13 pounds to 15 pounds and 4 ounces. Smart move, guys, because that really proved to be the difference, as Auburn's team of Jordan Lee and Shane Powell finished second with 13 pounds and 10 ounces. And with that, Andrew and Ryan won the 2nd national championship for SFA in the 7-year history of the Mercury College B.A.S.S National Championship, and SFA is the only school to win the national title more than once. Ryan and Andrew, not only did your victory solidify your place as champions, but it also continued the legacy started by Dr. Worsham and continued by Jonathan and Casey. And there will be students who will attend school here after you that will look to continue your legacy as well. So congratulations, Dr. Patillo has your national championship rings.
There we go. Okay.
That's your good side.
Well, no, it's all right.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Jackson.
Just a little postscript before we're done. After that national championship was decided on that Saturday in July, the tournament format required Andrew and Ryan to fish against each other for a berth in the Bass Masters Classic, which, if you don't know about fishing, you would consider it the Super Bowl of fishing. And it takes place next weekend in Shreveport, Louisiana. Now, one of these guys had to win, right? It was close, but Andrew will be, he earned the berth to fish in one of the biggest fishing tournaments that there is. Next weekend in Shreveport. He goes really soon, and he's got a lot of events all of next week. Finally gets to start fishing on Friday. I would encourage you to track what's going on with Andrew by logging in to bassmaster.org. Is that right? .org. .com. Okay, .com, because Ryan's going to be working with Bassmaster to make sure that you get the best information. So you can track how Andrew is doing, representing himself, and he's going to take a little bit of SFA with him to that tournament. So be sure you log in and track that. So Andrew, congratulations and good luck next week.